Advice for teenage drivers during the 100 deadliest days on the road. And a surprise speech as talk show host Jimmy Fallon thanks the graduating class of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Plus, a local family honors their son's life by giving back to the American Family Children's Hospital.
This is News 3 at 10.
In the 100 days between Memorial Day and Labor Day, 10 people die in crashes involving teen drivers. Our Amy Reed joins us now to tell us what's causing these crashes. Hi, Amy.
The number of people who die in this period is 14% higher than the rest of the year. We talked with a local driving school to see what they're teaching kids and where parents can pick up the rest. You might remember your first time on the road. The freedom, the power to go wherever you wanted. But as the saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility.
So if you got any specific questions, feel free to shoot them out.
John Hudson is the Uncle Ben of this story, teaching teens the safe way to navigate Madison's roads.
We want to take it step by step. You got to start out with the classroom, learn all the basics, learn all the laws, regulations.
And along with it, the dangers.
We do talk about the cell phone in the car a lot, and that's not something we used to talk about because it's a very real factor now.
A AAA study says almost half of all teen crashes are caused by distraction of some form, be it a cell phone or other people in the car. Also, driving at night and driving too fast have shown to be more dangerous. It's at least part of the reason new drivers have restrictions on their licenses, only one passenger, and no driving between midnight and 5 a.m.
Parents are really the first line of defense in terms of enforcing those and making sure that their teens are following those. And we know that those restrictions do save lives.
So that's going to be huge too on the test, the speed limit.
And while Uncle Ben or Hudson can teach them the basics of what to do and what not to do, the true example comes from mom and dad.
You can tell your teen all you want that using your cell phone behind the wheel is unacceptable and texting is unacceptable. But if they see you doing it, then that's the message that they're going to get.
Another thing AAA suggests is printing out one of these, a teen driving agreement. They're very easy to find online and can jumpstart a conversation on what you expect from your new driver.
Great advice. Thanks, Amy. Well, new at 10, Madison police are searching for a group of people accused of shooting paintballs at homes on Madison's east side. Police were contacted about a group driving in a Chevy Equinox Saturday night. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Fitchburg and McFarland police have similar reports in their areas. The Milwaukee County Zoo is helping care for more than 400 animals that were removed from a West Bend home. West Bend police say more than 250 mice, 160 snakes, several frogs and geckos were removed Friday. The discovery was made as they investigated a sexual assault case. Several animals were dead or in poor health. A 42-year-old man faces several criminal charges and civil code violations. State leaders are hoping a new secret camera program will help prevent elder abuse. The state is hoping to gather reliable evidence for prosecutions by giving out surveillance cameras to family members who suspect a loved one is being abused. Advocates say this will provide peace of mind and evidence for investigators. Workers in the elderly care industry and privacy advocates say they consider it disturbing and a foray into spying. Wisconsin data suggests the number of reported elder abuse cases is on the rise. Well, we have some traffic closures to tell you about tonight related to the I-3990 expansion project. Starting tomorrow, all traffic on Lake Drive Road under the interstate near Edgerton will be closed until late September. Crews will be working to replace the existing I-3990 southbound bridge over Lake Drive as part of the interstate expansion in the area. Police, fire, and emergency services will still be able to access the road during the project, but it will be closed to everyone else. Well, turning to weather now, and things are pretty cool, but we should have a warm up. Lori is here to explain. Hi, Lori.
That's right. We are expecting a warm up as quickly as tomorrow. We'll see temperatures at least back to where they should be for this time of year. This morning we started out with clear blue skies. Here's a look back at the day with our Queen Bee Radio Skycam time lapse. But the clouds moved in very quickly. That was with a trough of low pressure, and with that, breezy and rather cool conditions, although the clouds did clear out sooner in southwestern Wisconsin, so a little bit of sunshine by late day. Highs today climbed into the mid to upper 60s in most locations, even lower 70s for places like Boscobel, Prairie du Chien, and Janesville. Otherwise, just 66 in the Dells, 67 in Madison and in Watertown today. Current temperatures are in the 50s for most of us, although upper 40s already for places like Camp Douglas. It's 56 in the Dells, 59 in Janesville, and 60 degrees right now in Platteville. We'll continue to see temperatures drop into the lower 50s as we head toward early tomorrow morning, and then climb very quickly as we head into the morning hours. 57 at 7 a.m., 72 by noontime, with sunshine in the morning, skies turning partly sunny in the afternoon. A high of 77 tomorrow. We have 80s in the forecast this week, though, when you can expect that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Lori. New information tonight out of California. A woman is in custody after a shooting near a San Diego marathon. It happened near the Rock and Roll Marathon, where thousands of people were gathered. Police say they received reports of shots fired, and when they arrived, they found a woman with a gun. No injuries were reported as a result of the incident, but an officer did go to the hospital after accidentally shooting himself in the leg. Well, it's a fresh start for some Florida students after a rough year. Tonight show host Jimmy Fallon was the surprise commencement speaker at the Florida high school where 17 were killed during a school shooting. Fallon thanked the senior class of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School for their bravery and activism. Today's graduation ceremony also honored the 4 seniors killed during the Valentine's Day attack by presenting diplomas to their families. A 19-year-old student, our former student of the school, is charged in the shooting. His attorneys say he will plead guilty in exchange for a sentence of life without parole. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. 3 women are behind a new class action lawsuit filed against former movie producer Harvey Weinstein. The lawsuit includes a new rape allegation. A woman says Weinstein raped her as she was pitching a marketing idea in his hotel room 7 years ago. Another woman says he touched her without consent after meeting in France in the 90s. And a third woman says that Weinstein touched her inappropriately in 2000. Now, these women are not part of the current criminal proceedings against Weinstein. Officers with the New York Police Department say the incidents were past the statute of limitations. Nearly a dozen people are stranded in an area cut off by lava in the Kilauea volcano in Hawaii. Emergency officials in Hawaii say they went through the impacted neighborhood to warn residents, but a dozen did not make it out. Those stranded have no power, water, or phone service. The group will be airlifted out if the lava spreads any further. The midterm elections are 5 months away, and a new CBS News poll shows the battle for the House is a toss-up. If the election were today, the poll finds Democrats would likely win 219 seats, giving them the majority. Meanwhile, control of the Russia investigation was a big topic this weekend. Rudy Giuliani says the president has the power to pardon himself, but probably won't. The possibility of a self-pardon was raised in a memo Mr. Trump's attorney sent special counsel Robert Mueller in January. It was published yesterday by the New York Times. Giuliani used appearances on TV to bolster the president's legal defense against a potential subpoena to testify in the Russian probe.
The president of the United States pardoning himself would just be unthinkable, and it would lead to probably an immediate impeachment.
That sentiment was echoed by both allies and critics of the president. Giuliani said the president has yet to decide if he'll voluntarily sit for an interview with Mueller's team. UW grad and golf great Andy North is using his talents to do something good. Tomorrow is his 10th annual Andy North and Friends charity golf outing at Trapper's Turn in the Dells. It's a who's who of some sports legends, including Olympic gold medalist speed skaters Bonnie Blair and Dan Jansen, and many former UW players and current coaches. It's all to benefit UW's Carbone Cancer Center, where North himself received treatment for skin and prostate cancer. Last year, the event raised more than $1 million for the Carbone Cancer Center. Well, the American Family Children's Hospital will also get some money coming from the 10th annual Trots for Tots 5K. The race raises money for the hospital, which helps people like the Meinke family. They were involved in today's race as a way to honor their son Kellen, who was a patient at the hospital.
It's so wonderful, and it's such an honor to be a part of something that is giving back to the place that gave us so much.
Almost there. Finishing stretch.
The race is put on by a host group at UW-Madison. It was initially supposed to take place in April, but a sleet storm postponed it until today. Well, about 1 in 10 of the students at UW-Madison's campus have thought about taking their own life. That's thousands of students. Colin Bass is trying to put an end to that statistic with bright colored bandanas. He started the effort on campus just a few years ago as a way to start a conversation surrounding mental health on campus. If nothing else, it's a way for students and staff to show how those struggling have someone to listen to.
It's amazing that people care, that they're willing to help out and reach out and kind of stand as pillars of support for the people in their lives.
Tomorrow on News 3 this morning, our Danica Lewis will share more on why Conlon was motivated to start the Bandana Project at UW-Madison and what you can do to bring an end to the stigma surrounding suicide in your own school or community. Again, that's tomorrow morning in the 5 o'clock hour on News 3 this morning. Well, stay with us after the break. Highlights from this year's Ride the Drive, and they are taking over Madison and your social media accounts. There is a chance for you to learn more about the Buc-ee's on parade and meet the artists behind them. That's next on News 3 at 10. Welcome back. One nonprofit is shining a light on locally sourced food from farm to table. This is the 11th year for the Reap the Burgers and Brew event. The group invites top local chefs, brewers, and farmers to come up with a beer and burger pairing. Reap says they created the event after realizing the area was full of award-winning producers and chefs and wanted to build a community around them.
The whole thing is really meant to be a celebration of our local producers, our local growers, our local businesses. So it's really a celebration of our food system here in Madison and the surrounding region.
24 different restaurants and breweries participated who source nearly all their ingredients from local farms. Well, have you seen the creative, colorful Buc-ee's around Dane County? Now you can learn about the inspiration around them. A series of talks featuring the artists that some created kicks off tomorrow. First up, Megan Warren McKinney, who will talk about vial caps for a cure. That starts at 12:30 on the Capitol lawn directly across from Mifflin Street. You can find a full list of artist talks on the project's website, buckyonparade.com. An area state park is getting a major upgrade, one that horseback riders have been hoping for a while. Governor Dodge State Park's current equestrian campground was designed to be temporary, and its 11 sites are built on asphalt. Park frequenters say it's crowded. Today it kicked off a fundraising campaign looking to raise about $700,000 for a new campaign. Now, planners say the new trails and campground will draw more horseback riders to the park's more than 25 miles of trail.
And it's really some of the most lovely horse trails in Wisconsin, but they are not used nearly as much as they would be or will be when we have a campground that matches the beauty of the trails.
If fundraising goes as planned, the Friends of Governor Dodge State Park hope to build the campground in 2020. Bikers, pedestrians, and families took to the street today for the Madison Parks Department's Ride the Drive event. Attendees walked, ran, or biked a 4-mile route that connected 3 Madison parks. Parts of John Nolan Drive were shut down for that event. And a very nice day, I would say, but kind of cool. But
It was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. We had clouds and it was breezy. I was out at the Verona Hometown Days Parade.
Right.
I was so glad I had my sweater with me. It was on the cool side, especially when you consider what we had last weekend. A good almost 30 degrees colder today compared to the record high of 95 degrees we saw last Sunday. We were about 7 degrees below average today. Tomorrow, though, quickly tomorrow, we'll see a nice improvement, a high of 77 degrees. The average for tomorrow is 75. And in fact, we'll see temperatures above average this upcoming week. Look back at the day. Of course, we started out with sunshine if you were up early today, but the clouds moved in very quickly. That was with a trough of low pressure, and they did stick around with us through the afternoon and into the evening. We saw more breaks in the clouds, though, this evening, and certainly the clouds are on their way out, and you can see that on Weather Track. There's that trough of low pressure producing some showers across portions of the UP. Just the clouds here, and again, those are moving away. So we'll have clear skies tonight and abundant sunshine for your Monday. Temperatures, though, with those clouds and that northwesterly wind, mainly in the 60s across the state. A few spots, though, did reach the lower 70s, like La Crosse and into southwestern Wisconsin as well. 67 the high in Madison. In fact, low 80s not too far away, and we'll be close to 80 as we head toward Wednesday. Out there right now, we have a current reading of 58 degrees. Winds are out of the north-northwest at 5 miles an hour. Dew point sitting at 49 degrees. The air pressure is on the rise with high pressure building into the region. Current temperatures vary from 60 in Watertown to 59 in Janesville, also 60 degrees in Platteville, 56 in the Dells, and already 49 in Camp Douglas. The wind, though, has diminished greatly compared to what we had earlier today out of the northwest, around 5 miles an hour, but wind gusts today close to 30 miles an hour. But again, the wind will not be an issue tonight and too much into tomorrow. Future track will show temperatures dropping into the lower 50s as we head toward early tomorrow morning. Clear blue skies to start the day, turning partly sunny in the afternoon with highs in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. Could see a shower or thunderstorm Monday night into early Tuesday. Otherwise, temperatures will climb into the mid 70s Tuesday afternoon. As for overnight, we'll have skies turn clear, 52 degrees, so a comfortable night to leave the windows open. Tomorrow we'll have sunshine, a great start to the week, 77 for the high with a west to northwest wind at 8 to 15 miles an hour. Tuesday, partly sunny skies, a high of 75 degrees, winds out of the north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. As we continue over the next 7 days, we'll see warmer temperatures close to 80 degrees on Wednesday, partly sunny skies, more humid on Thursday with showers and thunderstorms possible, high of 83. 80 degrees on Friday and close to that as we continue through the weekend. Slight chance of a shower or storm on Friday. Better shot later on Saturday, a high of 79. Look what happens as we head toward next week. 80 on Sunday, 83 on Monday, upper 80s by the following Tuesday and Wednesday with the heat and humidity returning. So at least temperatures feeling more like June this upcoming week.
I'll take that forecast. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
All right, thanks so much, Lori. Well, streaking coming to an end for the Brewers. We'll explain next in sports.
Well, the Brewers have been playing quite well lately. Not only are they in first place in the NL Central, the Brew Crew has the best record in the National League, and they are winners of their last 6 series. Hoping to keep that streak alive today, but having some trouble with that rubber match against the White Sox this afternoon. Scoreless till the 5th inning. Christian Yelich grounding out into the fielder's choice to third, but Manny Pena scoring on the error. 1-0 Brewers. They're up first. But the White Sox, they would tie it up and more. Daniel Palka with the 2-run homer off of Matt Albers here. White Sox, they would take the 3-1 lead. And, well, they would score a lot more after that. Adam Engel with a solo shot here. And the Brewers losing their first series since the first week of May. 6-1, the final score. Cubs and Mets in the series finale at Citi Field. No score until the 7th inning. Javi Baez steals home there on Steven Matz for the first run of the game. Later, Ben Zobrist, he will pop one up. That's a sacrifice fly, scoring Wilson Contreras 2-0 Cubs. Now, John Lester starting on the mound. He had a solid outing, giving up 2 hits in 7 innings, also struck out 7. And Cubs win 2-0 the final score. NASCAR at Pocono Raceway for the Pocono 400. Ryan Blaney starting from the pole, and with 52 laps to go, trouble for Bubba Wallace. They're slowing down as he loses power. His day coming to an end, the first car to exit the race. 14 laps left going through turn 1. Denny Hamlin getting loose on the inside, making contact with Alex Bowman. He would hit the wall. He spins out. But Martin Truex Jr., despite some early pitting issues, taking the checkered flag. It's his 17th career win in the Cup Series. Some golf now. Final round of the Memorial Tournament moving up a few hours due to the impending rain in Ohio. Tiger looking good to start, and then came the putting. 3 bogeys on the back 9, shooting a 72 today, 9 under and tied for 23rd overall. Needed a playoff for a winner today. Here he is, Bryson DeChambeau, winning the extra holes against South Korea's Byung-hun An, going home with $1.6 million for his efforts. LeBron James and the Cavaliers not looking to repeat their performance from Game 1. First half action off the turnover. Steph Curry, the pass ahead to Draymond Green. The slam in transition. LeBron doing his best here, spinning to the rim, finishes with a lay-in and 1. He led Cleveland with 29 points. But man, Steph tonight knocking down a 3 deep from the wing. He set the NBA Finals record with 9 3-pointers tonight, surpassing Ray Allen for a total of a game-high 33 points. Warriors win 122-103 to take a 2-0 lead in the series. And finally tonight, New England Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski, a brave guy on the field and off the field too, letting kids take razors to his head to buzz off all that hair. Those amateur barbers, by the way, are cancer patients, and the whole effort raises money for the Buzz for Kids charity and Kids Fighting Cancer. Now, Gronk did confirm there that he will be at Patriots minicamp this week, and he said his fresh new summer cut will make him, quote, so much faster on the field. Really awesome story there.
I love anytime they shine a light on a cause and use all their, fame and power for good.
Exactly. That's the athletes that we like to see.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Melissa. We'll be right back. Chilly day, but looking for warmer days ahead.
Yeah, much nicer this upcoming week, yes. Overnight, we'll have skies turn clear, 52 for the low. Sunshine tomorrow, 77, 75 on Tuesday. Shower storm Monday night into Tuesday morning. Wednesday, close to 80, 83 on Thursday with showers and storms, and close to 80 through the weekend.
Great. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow on News 3 This Morning.
Download the new Channel 3000 app and get alerted on your mobile device the minute news breaks. Wherever you go, be the first to know with Channel 3000.